You might have expected a Japanese car, but no. I was talking about the Yakuza, and one car they will always be associated with is the 80s Mercedes-Benz. Oh, and as a quick side note, if you haven't tried the Yakuza game series, do it. They're amazing once you get past the slow intro that takes way too much time and it's boring you at the beginning. Anyway, Yakuza were associated with the 80s Mercedes-Benz. And we got an 80s Mercedes-Benz to talk about, specifically a C124 model, which was a coupe of the W124. And if those numbers mean nothing to you, let me put it this way. This is the predecessor of the E-Class. But how do you get such a car to be named the Hammer? You call on AMG, which was still an independent firm doing beefed up Mercs. You get a 6-liter engine producing 379 horsepower. You widen the fenders and lowered its suspension, and what you get is an intimidating executive saloon that no one dares to cross. It was also rumored that it could even outrun a Lamborghini Countach, but we will see that in a different episode. They also nailed the same build quality you got with an old generation Mercedes, rendering them almost indestructible. So let's recap then. It's got the weight, it's got the power, it's got the B-Class 681 power rating. How well can it do on the drumstick? And the way he goes, and I don't think Hammer is an appropriate name. They should have just called it the Smoke Grenade, considering the amount of tire smoke it put out. But will it behave the same as the Dankerboot we had last week? Well, going around the meaty part of the circuit, it doesn't seem so. It looks to be very stable. Huh. A rear-wheel drive Mercedes, 400 horsepower, and being stable, how is that even possible? Going down on the bone part, I think it's because it weighs 1.6 tons. Like I said, it's one big boy. Let's see how it handles the ankle part. We might end up seeing some tail action here. Nothing on the first corner, very neat. Second one, just a very slight hint of it. Through the S-bank here. Oh, yes, it does slide a bit. Around 180. Very neat. Very neat, I might add. Very impressive for this Mercedes. Back on the bone part, flooring it, making up a couple of seconds as he goes across the line. I probably should have mentioned that its full name is the Mercedes-Benz AMG Hammer Coupe, and it did the lap in 1 minute 7 seconds 3:01. But before we get to the heat test, did you know that all AMG engines are hand-built, except for the one in the
Stop! Hammer time!
Okay, fine. Heat test it is. As he barrels now down on the drag strip, I am curious to see what result we will get on the speed camera. 150.91 kilometers per hour. That's actually not bad for such an old car. And I'm going to run through Budzish Jr. And hello, Mr. Lom. Let's see how it will do in the distance test. It's away. 202. Yeah, that's not gone well. I will still consider the result. It was 224.58 meters. Let's see how it stacks on the leaderboards. The Mercedes-Benz AMG Hammer Coupe lands solidly on the 4th place. And what's interesting to note is that even though it had a slower lap time than the BMW M3 GTR, it was not too far off in the heat test. Thank you for watching. Next time we are taking a look at a cover car from the Forza games.